Guys, today's video is sponsored by Epic Water Filters. You would be surprised at the things that's in your water that you drink out of your house. The chlorine taste, just all the bad things that is in your water, and it can all be gone with this. All you do is flip the lid open, put your water from your sink in it, and as you can see, there's a filter down there. It filters the water to the bottom. You got nice, clean drinking water. Here's the thing, you can't even taste the chlorine or anything in your water anymore. It tastes as fresh as water from a drinking bottle. I've personally been using this thing. I'm gonna link it down below for you. Go check them out. They got a lot of things. They got water bottles with filters in them and different things, guys. So go check them out. Thanks to Epic Water Filters for sponsoring today's video. This is my G-Body that has a 5.3 LS in it. And it is time to get everything wired up. It's time to get this thing back running again. I've already started working on this thing, so let me get back to it. God is everything. Without God, I'm nothing. So I never really talked much about this car on the channel, but as Iron Man began to get ready to go down, this car will slowly, I don't want to say take over, because we also have Foxy, which is going to be a big staple on the channel also. So yeah, this car is gonna be definitely gonna have a place on the channel. This is my one LS swap vehicle. Matter of fact, this is my first old school build actually. Never done an LS swap, anything of that nature. Matter of fact, I had never done anything to a car of the sort. I had a cousin, he bought it from someone, sold it to me for $250. At the 5.3, he sold the 5.3 to somebody else. I went to that person, I said, hey, what you gonna do with that 5.3? He said, I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. The LS and the 5.3 was still together at the time. And basically, I went to my cousin, bought the car, and I bought the engine from the other guy. Boom, put them back together. This car went through a lot. I took it off of the frame. It needed 3 floor pans in it, which I wish every day that I had just bought the complete floor pan and just welded the edges. But instead, I went around and cut, welded, cut, welded, cut, welded, and it was a lot. But if I had just did the outer edge, pulled the whole pan out, been a whole lot easier. So this car has been off of the frame. This car has been 100% apart. I mean, with nothing in the shell, fenders here and there, everywhere. This car has been completely taken apart. New bolts for the bodies, all new bushings, everything. What I'm doing now is wiring the car back up to possibly do a startup on it, because it does run and drive. The biggest thing that's stopping this car from being driven on the street is the windshield. But what I'm gonna do is, I wanna test drive this thing. I wanna test drive it. So if you're interested in seeing your boy drive a car on the street without no windows in it, you might wanna hit that subscribe button. But anyway, let me show y'all what I got done so far. We just wired the lights back up. Let me see here. Right here, oh, my bad, y'all, the battery ain't even in it. My bad, I'm tripping. Hold on. Oh, got some wiring and stuff I gotta neaten back up, but hold on. God damn. Still trying to get some wiring finished up over here in this corner, but because of the battery tray, it's a little difficult. But as y'all heard, the fuel pump just came on and went back off. But y'all see those lights are working. I know they super bright. High beams, low beams, and also I think I got some LEDs at the top that I'm gonna show y'all in just a second. And I'm gonna let one be the park lights, one run with the park lights, and the other one is gonna run with the turn signals. So the other one's gonna run with the turn signals. And the goal is to let my marker light double as a turn signal also. I know it's a lot, it's gonna be a lot of turns, it's gonna be a lot going on up front when I'm turning, but I think it may look cool. If not, we'll rewire it. But let me finish this up. We still got to get the marker lights working. We don't have any of that stuff wired up or working yet. Let me try to get that stuff working. I'll check back in with y'all in just a second. So I'm checking in. I got a lot of the lights wired up on this side, and I got some turn signals wired up. We're going to check in with that stuff. And then that's all I'm going to show y'all on that part. And then next time I check in, I'll be showing y'all maybe the horn working or the tail lights. So getting ready to start this thing up. But let's go over the lights, and then that'll be pretty much it. Let's get these lights on. There we go. This side is working. I don't have it in its respectable place though. This one goes in there, I think, or something. And this one goes, that one goes in there. And then this side just simply ain't working. It was though. Anyway, this side was working, but I got a marker light on this side that's working. Let me show y'all that. I don't know what happened to my marker light on the other side, but y'all see that marker light is working. So anyway, like I said, I'll bring y'all back in whenever I get ready to crank this baby up. But yeah, that's what we got so far. Still got a little bit more wiring to do. But yeah, that's it for now. So if y'all can see, let me screen y'all up a little bit, aim y'all down just a little bit, give y'all a better shot of this thing. So if y'all can see, we got both of the turn signals working, and I'm gonna move y'all over so y'all can see the marker light on this side, and the marker light on the other side is working as well. I'm gonna just give y'all a full shot. Hold on, let me get y'all, trying to get the camera set up right and angle right, because I don't like how this is angled. So, all right, so there we go with that. Now let me turn on the actual headlights. They are really bright, so just a fair warning. So that's the low beam, high beam, and all the marker lights and everything are working. So we good. All the lights are working except the tail lights. Still gotta do the tail lights. But one of them is working. I just gotta wire the other one up, but I'm not gonna worry about that. But I moved on to getting this thing started, or trying to get it started, and I can't remember if this thing was out of gas. I don't know if y'all can see me, hold on. I might be too tall. But yep, still too tall. But anyway, I'm gonna sit on the bumper. But anyway, guys, I can't remember if this car was out of gas or not. I hear the fuel pump coming on, but I can't remember if it was out of gas or if I have some other issue going on. But I do have some brake clean. So what I'm about to do is take the brake clean, spray it up in the intake, and we'll see if this baby fires off. If it fires off, that's gonna tell me if I'm out of fuel or not, because I have tried to start this thing up and it wouldn't start. So let's try to fire it off one more time. I do got it on the battery charger here. So let's try to fire it off one more time. If not, we'll try to brake clean. If not, we got another issue. So y'all hanging out with me. Here we go. See what we get. So I can hear the fuel pump. It sounds like it's actually pumping fuel up. But nothing. Nothing. See if I can prick this little thing on the fuel rail right here. Let's see if we getting fuel up here or not. Yeah, plenty of fuel up here. So definitely not fuel. Definitely not fuel. All that fuel sprayed out on me just now. And there are only a few sensors on these LS's. So see the water temp thing isn't on there. It's broken, but I still mostly just stick it on there and let it stay. I haven't touched anything on the engine, so I'm assuming it would have to be something on the inside of this car. It would have to be something as far as the computer goes or something. It's literally all I can think of. So let me go check this computer and the fuses inside this computer and make sure no fuses or anything aren't blown, because I have done a lot of movement and different things. So let me just double check everything in here, and if everything looks good, we'll try to fire it off again and go from there. Y'all stay tuned. I think I figured out at least one of my issues, and turns out my plugs are fouled. So trying to see if I can save these plugs or not. But I'm basically getting the foul thing off of them where they fouled out, trying to get them back to a nice shiny surface where they can spark. And there's two of them that I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna probably see if I can let those burn off. But the other 6, I'm gonna get them. But those 2 right there by that box, yeah, I can't make y'all no promises on those. Cause all the rest of these are pretty easy, pretty simple to get to. But those 2, man, oh man. Take a whole pit crew to get to those, man. I may end up changing the motor mounts to some dirty dingo mounts at some point, where maybe I can slide this motor forward. That may be my next course of action. Maybe not immediately, but I know right now this thing just needs a fresh tune in it. I know it needs another tune. The tune in it now, it gets it running, but it always fouls the plug out. I've put multiple sets of plugs in this car, so definitely too much fuel. It's getting too much fuel, and I don't know how to, I got the HP tuners all there unlocked. I just don't know how to go in there to do all that. There may be something I go in there to look into. How to cut down on the fuel. Honestly, this thing probably needs a fuel pressure regulator, honestly. But like I said, this, if I can get this thing running and driving, I'll go back and fix different things here and there. Like I said, one of the things being the motor mounts is definitely one of the things I want to change on this car to those dirty dingo mounts where I can just slide this baby forward a few notches and that should give me what I need. And long tube headers. These are mid-length headers. They're not long tubes. Got a good deal on them. And this was back in probably 2014, 2015, back when these LS swaps were really popular. Those headers were expensive back then. There are some cheaper alternatives out there now. So probably will be going to some long tubes also. But the goal now is not to spin the block and go back to the engine, go back, you know, doing stuff to the engine. The goal now is to get this thing running and driving where I can, you know, begin to have some fun with it. Those types of things I can fix while it's running and driving. I can change the motor mounts while it's running and driving. I can also change the headers while it's running and driving. But that's the main goal. Got to get this thing. I think I'm gonna come this way because there ain't nothing over here. So I think I'm gonna send the harness this way. A few more wires that need to be taken care of. AC compressor, and there's another wire that's coming off of this LS swap harness for the AC. I even got stuff on here for the cruise control and all kind of stuff that I can't use because I got the drive-by wire or drive-by cable. I got drive-by cable. You got to have drive-by wire to use your cruise control, and I didn't know that, but I got it in there. So definitely another upgrade that I can make. Most time I've done this, most of the time when I file these plugs, I've been able to save them a lot of times, but then there's, you know, times where I continuously file them out. I have to go back and get a new set. But yeah, that may be something I look up, man. Look up how to, you know, trim down the fuel pressure. Because, I mean, every single plug in here is filed out bad. They're not wet, so it seemed like maybe it was trying to fire. Like, not giving me the sensation of it's not sparking. So I'm thinking maybe it was trying to burn it off. Once I put these back in, we should have fire in the hole. So, I know y'all like, man, we don't know what to expect on this channel. We come on here, you trying to crank up a Fox body. We come back, you messing with an LS swap. We come back, you say you don't fool with LS. If you listen closely, I've never said I don't mess with LS. I just said I'm not putting one in Iron Man. That's all I said. Can't deny the fact that the LS is definitely one of the best platforms that you can get your hands on nowadays. And I'll never tell that lie and say, oh man, you know, small block Chevy is a better, you know, the conventional small block Chevy is a better platform. I would never say that. Y'all hear what I say and y'all form your own opinion around what I'm trying to say. When I never say, oh, the LS is a far better platform, I've never said that. I hope I didn't say that in one of my videos, just getting carried away. But I don't think I said it. I don't think I've said it. One more plug that I'm gonna do. One more plug that I just need to break loose. There we go. Got it. Now I just gotta try to finesse my wrench back out of there and then try to reach my hand down in there. The thing with these headers on it though, I ain't gonna tell you no story. It's a little rough to work on sometimes. Certain ones, certain cylinders are a little difficult. The whole driver's side is pretty simple. The very back is where it gets simple. I mean, it's where it gets a little hard, but nothing crazy. But 6 good spark plugs should be enough to get this thing running, honestly. 6 rig spark plugs, I should say. And guys, let me give y'all a real talk, man. I just want to say this, man. There's never been a better time to go for it. What you see me doing is my version of me going for it, right? I get the paycheck from my job, which they've cut my hours back tremendously from 5 days a week, 40 hours to possibly 30, possibly something, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even like a guarantee anymore of your hours and different stuff like that, just different things getting cut back. So I'm like, hey, this is the time, which is why you see me out here, you see me say, okay, now it's time to get the Mustang running. Now it's time to get the El Camino running, because I got to get these things running, making content so that I can have enough cars to make infinite content for you guys. So if I know this car as well as I think I do, it's gonna fire up after this. This is normally what I have to do, but these plugs were obviously filed out. I mean, like to a point where I couldn't even deny them being filed. Wasn't even questionable if they was filed. The only question is, can I save them? There we go. If all else is well, this should work. I mean, it's not even trying to fire. It's not even trying to fire. That is crazy. It's not even trying to fire off, guys. I know it's been a while, but it shouldn't be this hard to restart, honestly. Because how I got here, I drove it in here. So, legit not sure what's going on right now, guys. Let me check my wiring. Let me make sure that wasn't another important wire that I don't have hooked good, or I'm going back in. The goal is to get a start up on this thing, but at this point, definitely can't make you no promises. So, let me get back to it, man. I'll check in with y'all in just a second. So if you learn nothing else from me, my only advice is try not to let your car sit for too long, because it has been a few days since the last clip you just saw. It has been probably been about a week or two, maybe about 2 weeks, maybe right at 2 weeks. And I've tried to start this car up, tried to start it, sprayed starter fluid in it, everything, you know, on the LS fuel rails. You can see if it got fuel in it. So I plugged the little nipple and it sprayed fuel out. So I know the spark plugs are fired out for sure. Tested the coils have power, injectors have power. So all I can think of at this point is we need to put spark plugs in it. So I got a fresh set of NGK with one of the TR55s. They said these are the best ones for NA bills, cam to NA bills. I was going back with some regular AC Delcos, but they said the AC Delcos was best if you were uncammed or whatever. So I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comment section. It'll be too late, but at least I know when I you know, because this thing probably needs to be retuned and etc. etc. We finna get these plugs in. I'm not gonna record any of it. I'm gonna bring y'all back in once we get ready to start this baby up. And we're gonna go from there. Every other time I thought it was the spark plugs. It was a spark plug. So we're gonna throw this fresh set in there. I do have two of them that's really hard to get to. I think I'm gonna go ahead and hook up the shifter while I'm up under there. I may bring y'all back in for the shifter adjustment, because y'all know we got the floor shifter in now instead of the column shift. So might bring y'all back in for some of that, but I'm just finna get to work on this because those two spark plugs at the back by the AC box is attached. So get to work. Check back in with y'all in a minute. Hopefully y'all hear some chopping. Hopefully y'all hear some LS chops. So hanging out with me. So I legit want to bring y'all some good LS content, but like I said, we got all the spark plugs in. And here's just a tip. If you're here watching, guys brag on these LSs, and I'm pretty sure my LS swap is gonna be awesome. I'm almost 90% sure, just from the little driving I've done around the yard, it's been awesome. But there are a lot of little bitty things that have to be taken into consideration. Wires that have to go here, and the brake, what is it? The brake light switch has to have 12 volts and a wire on it. It's a lot. It's a lot. And two of my spark plugs are really hard to get to. Like, I literally hate those two spark plugs. Like, it's been times where I've changed the spark plugs on this thing, and I've only changed 6 of them to avoid those last 2. They suck. They really do, because of the AC box. Now, if you're a person that deletes your AC box, your LS swap is gonna be perfect. But if you keep your AC box like me, let somebody know a trick. I don't know. Y'all let me know. But without further ado, let's see if this thing will start up with the new stuff in it. Let's see here, guys. Hopefully this thing ain't in gear. Hopefully. Let me just double check. I'm thinking that's park. Guys. Here we go. Please crank, baby. This thing may be out of gas. I don't know. Let me just put it back on the ground so that the tank is sitting even, I guess. I don't know. Still no, that's way too much fuel up here for this thing to not be starting. There is definitely another issue. But let's just sit it back on the ground and let's try to see what happens from there, because we definitely got some diagnosis to do, because I don't know if that's gonna make a difference, because there's a lot of fuel in this fuel reel. And I mean, I have absolutely nothing. No spark at all. All right, guys, I can't tell you that I'm gonna check back in today. If I figure it out, I'll check back in. If not, I'll check back in whenever I figure out what it is. Y'all hanging there. And I wish another would come to me talking about some LS swap, man. This is the last goddamn LS swap I'm doing, man. LS swap, man. Damn, man. What was I about? Oh, they cheap. Oh, they cheap. Oh, they cheap. Man, come on, man. Get this out of here, man. I'd have been had a small block Chevy started up, man. This pissing me off, man. I gotta record. I told these folks I'm gonna get this motherfucker crunk up, man. I can't get it crunk up. I don't know what's wrong with this motherfucker. No codes in the scanner, nothing, man. F, man. This car, man. That's what I'm gonna do. I tell you what, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set this bitch on fire. I'm gonna set it on fire and tell them the car caught on fire. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, shoot on record. Hey. Yo. Hey, what's up with y'all, man? Working on the car right now. Almost definitely cover some ground. Got it started. Got it running. But let's talk about what my issue was. Let's talk about the issue. If you have ever done an LS swap before, you know that it takes 3 wires to, once you get everything plugged in, right? Once you get all your grounds done, once you get all your injectors, your coils, everything plugged up, you get your computer, you get the VATs flashed, you get all that stuff done. Once you get all that done, it takes 3 wires to get an LS started. That's why they're so popular. It's just such a simple design. I mean, Chevy knocked it out of the park. I'm sorry. And y'all know I'm not a Chevy guy. I'm not a Ford guy. I'm not a Dodge guy. I'm not a Nissan or Toyota guy. But there is a Toyota that I like. There's a Honda that I like. There is a Chevy, Ford, Dodge, everything that I like. So I'm not biased in no way. But my issue was 3 wires. 1 wire go to the fuel pump. And I bought this harness already put together, so don't let me make it sound like I did this. Bought it from PSI Conversion. Awesome harness, never had an issue with it. But anyway, pretty much there's a wire for the fuel pump. There's a wire for the ignition. It has to have ignition power, like power all the time, battery power, I should say. And then there is a key on power. But here's the thing, that key on power has to have power when you switch and then push that key forward. When that key springs forward, that location has to have power at that spring forward spot. And that's a lot of times be guys' issue to why your LS is just turning over. It's happened to me 3 or 4 times because I've done so many different variations of this car. I was planning on putting a bench seat in one time, so I unwired it. I wanted to rewire the car front to back with new wiring because this car sat for so long, and this car was basically just sitting on the ground with no wheels, no tires, nothing. So basically I said, let me just rewire the whole car. This time I tried to start it up, forgot that. So here's your solution. Let me offer you this solution real quick before I start it up. Find your coil wire for whatever's engine in or not. If it's a V6, if it's a V8, it don't matter. You have a coil wire. Take that coil wire and hook it up to that what's called a key on power, and that'll fix your issue, because that ignition has to have power, you know, in that push forward phase of the key. But anyway, let me get up on here. This thing is not in park. Let me get it in park. Can't let it run too long. It don't have water, cooling, or anything in it. Matter of fact, the bottom radiator hose ain't even hooked up. Let me do this, and we're gonna take around with the shifter a little bit too while y'all here. We're gonna get the shifter working. I may just shoot some water in it because it's summertime here, so I may just put some water in it for now. Let me see. Yeah, so we're gonna lost my train of thought. We're gonna get the car in park. I got to figure out where park is. It's in reverse right now, so park got to be one more step back. So I'm gonna slide up on here and try to put it in park. We'll start it up, and then I jack it back up, crawl up under there. I won't be messing with it. I think I got enough spacers to space out the, what's the thing called? The torque converter. I didn't do that because I didn't know initially. I seen a video of a guy, and this is why I tell y'all things, because I've learned things by just watching guys' videos for entertainment. Watching the guy, he tore his transmission up because he didn't put spacers in between his, the torque converter and the flex plate. There's, you know, the spacers has to go in there. He didn't do it, tore up a new transmission. And from there, I learned you gotta put spacers in there. So I didn't do that on this one. I gotta do it. So if I don't have all the spacers, I'm gonna jack it up still and probably get the shifter working. But I won't record that for y'all. That'll just be a whole nother video. My bad for all the talking. Let me get up on here, put this thing in park, and get this thing fired up so y'all can hear it. Hey, that's park because it was in reverse. So it should be park, reverse, neutral drive. So that should be it. Looking a little swole on that camera, y'all. But anyway, that should be it. Let's fire this baby up. Battery cables on. Let's see here. Sure everything out the way, everything clear. New spark plugs in this thing, everything. So hopefully it don't take off and hit the camera. Still in reverse. Still in reverse. Oh, still in reverse. Still in reverse. Let me see if this is. In a long time, so still got some more wires I gotta fix. This thing hadn't run in a while. There we go. Now she's starting to yak. There we go. Come on, idle down for me. It's not idle down. I still got a few more wires I gotta hook up on this thing. It runs, not camming like it was because it, for some reason, it won't idle down. Maybe because I ain't got nothing on the front right here of it. Got to get whatever the air thing is, I gotta get that. Throw some water back in this baby. That's a wire I gotta hook up to the brake pedal. I know that. Maybe this is why it's idled up so high. I don't know. I don't know why it's idled up so high. But anyway, I did get it running. It's burning off that old gas. Smell it. Don't want to let it run too long because I don't know. I don't have any gauges in it. That's the next thing we're gonna do. I got some Dakota digital gauges to go in here. Gonna be grabbing the windshield real soon. Gonna be painting around the back glass. We're gonna be throwing the back. We finna throw all the glass back in it and get this thing ready for paint. I know I could just tape it off, but I'd rather have the glass in it because anybody who paints, it's super easy to get paint off a glass. Take a razor blade and it just comes right off. So would rather do that than be trying to get paint off of my dashboard or my, you know, which the seat's got to be redone, but the dashboard doesn't. So I would rather just put the glass back in it, tape around the glass, and let's go from there, man. So I think I'm gonna end it right here, man. I think I'm gonna get this transmission working or whatever, but I think I'll just show y'all that in the next video because this one has gone far too long. But anyway, appreciate y'all for tuning in to another video, man. PullsTv, gone.